Namaste, you're on the Nation at 5. I'm Anand Narasimhan coming to you live from the CNN News 18 newsroom here, ladies and gentlemen. And we turn the spotlight towards Andhra Pradesh. This is an open season against Hindu festivals. And right from Khargone to Karoli to the national capital, 10 states earlier. Now this Sunday, a Shobha Yatra being taken out. A Hanuman Shobha Yatra being taken out in Andhra Pradesh's Nellore was subject to brazen provocation and of course a certain level of interference, a deliberate attempt to try and disrupt the entire procession, and a clear open display of hate towards a festival or a procession being carried out. Why did this happen is a bigger question. Could the cops claim that they have they were able to control the situation? It was a local incident, but it has also given way to an open face-off between the BJP and the YSRCP. Now let's try and see what happens. This is what we have been able to access here at CNN News 18. Fresh videos that point to provocation. Fresh videos that show how deliberately there was an attempt to provoke. They also show the mob which was ready to go unruly, and had there not been that bandobast, it could have snowballed into a far greater incident. There have been allegations of bottles being thrown. There have been allegations of stones being pelted, which have been rejected by the cops. But have a look at this footage. First, it's a mob that's gathered at a mosque near the route of the yatra to shout, abuse and provoke the devotees and the entire procession that's being carried out very far away, and it's peaceful. You can see on the video very clearly there is no provocation from those carrying out the Hanuman Shobha Yatra. The Hindu groups are just passing by with their saffron colors and their flags and the jhankis and the rally. But the hatred is there for everyone to see and hear. The visuals, a lot of them you would find will be blurred because the gesticulation is very, very obscene. Why this gesticulation is another question that needs to be asked. The second footage, ladies and gentlemen, telling Hindu devotees, how dare you come near our mosque? How dare you take out a procession outside our mosque? How dare you proudly show your faith and your colors in front of us? This is the instigation. The BJP has alleged that stone pelting took place. Beer bottles were also thrown towards the idol. The state police refuting the charges, saying it was a minor confrontation that took place. But the larger question is, why the confrontation? Why the irritation? Why this need to try and segregate and say Hindus cannot come through this part because there is a mosque here and you dare not pass from a road which is a public road and where prior permission has been sought? Fortunately, no one was injured or hurt. But this show of faith from Hindus carrying out a Shobha Yatra, why did it evoke such a reaction? This has happened on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. In the wake of all that's happened across the country, how can the state police attempt to try and play this down, saying it's a small issue, it's not a big issue? And is this part of a wider conspiracy? A lot has been asked. We've shown you the literature. We've shown you the radical literature that is doing the rounds, that's being spread online. The messaging is similar. The modus operandi is similar. At the fulcrum of all the mayhem is always a religious structure like a mosque or dargah or a masjid which is present there, and from where this has been orchestrated. We saw this in Khargone, we saw this in Khambat, we saw this manifest even in Jangirpuri, and now we are seeing this manifest in Nellore. Joining us now live is Sunil Deodhar, National Secretary of the BJP. Sunil ji, namaste, can you hear me?
Namaste, yes, I can hear you, sir.
Now, Sunil ji, you've also taken to Twitter and you've tweeted the video, and the gestures are very, very obscene. And this incident in Nellore.
Yes. See, my 2-3 questions to the Muslim community. Number one, the mosque itself is an illegal mosque because the land belongs to PWD, and there is a verdict of High Court, and High Court has already asked Muslim community, rather the government, to evacuate that mosque long back. It has not been done till date. One thing. Secondly, even according to their law, Muslim law, or maybe according to Allah, mosque cannot be constructed at an illegal site. It should be legal. Third question, whatever gestures obscene gestures or perverted gestures they are doing with Hindus or they are showing, is it allowed in a mosque? Mosque is supposed to be a pious place, and what they are doing there. And if at all they think that their God is only God and Hanumanji is Shaitan, then it is not acceptable by Hindu society. The mosque, when the procession, and my question to police, why did they give permission? The permission was officially taken by Hindus, and the procession on the Sunday evening when it was passing in front of mosque, it is not something lane inside. It is main road. It is Madras bus stand in Nellore, a crowded area. Before that crowded area, a major place. And from there, this procession was crossing, and they threw empty beer bottles on Hanumanji. How Hindu society can tolerate? There is an anger, there is strong discontent in Hindus, in not only in Nellore but also in Andhra Pradesh. One more
But
thing.
Ji,
Yes.
Ji, please complete. Because the cops are saying, Sunil Ji, the cops are saying that there was no stone pelting and nobody threw any beer bottles.
So they are lying. The one of the DCP, I think probably his name is Hariji, but Reddy is for sure. He accepted that one beer bottle, even he has seen that one empty beer bottle came. Whatever, my question it was main road. There must be some CCTV cameras, and the footage and the connection, the data is available with the police. It is very easy for them to access to find out. If BJP is lying, then they can book case against us. But it is not true. 15,000 Hindus will not lie. There is an anger, and it is only happening because of Muslim appeasement, minority appeasement policy of Jagan Mohan Reddy. It is
The
not
cops are saying
action
the
against
cops
the
are saying it's a local incident and there was no confrontation because the video also clearly shows that the cops are actually controlling the mob inside the masjid. The video shows that the gates or perhaps were blocked and this mob was not allowed to come out.
Exactly.
But we can see their
They are
intent.
not allowed
Ji.
to come out. They can easily throw something from inside, and they have thrown. And that is why the question. It is not only that two communities came in front of us and police control. There was abuse. There was provocation from people. And if they say that the Hindu procession cannot go in front of mosque, then in India it will not be tolerated. A procession of all gods can go pass from anywhere in this country, and no one can object to it. And we will not tolerate these appeasement policies. Few days back,
Right.
the local SP has Kadapa SP has conducted a press conference and said that PFI and SPPI are conducting camps and they had the information. Then why they are not taking action against them? Why they are allowing these radical and fundamental people to function in the state, to disturb the harmony of the state? And now they are blaming Bharatiya Janata Party for all this. This is absolutely uncalled for. Anand.
Ji, Sunil Ji, please stay with me.